Welcome to African Edge, and we take a look at the bio of Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu, born 29th March 1952, is a Nigerian accountant, politician, and the president-elect of Nigeria. He served as the governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007 and senator for Lagos West during the brief Third Republic. Bola Tinubu spent his early life in southwestern Nigeria and later moved to the United States, where he studied accounting at the Chicago State University. He returned to Nigeria in the early 1980s and was employed by Mobile, Nigeria as an accountant before entering politics as a Lagos West senatorial candidate in 1992 under the banner of Social Democratic Party. After dictator Sani Abacha dissolved the Senate in 1993, Tinubu became an activist campaigning for the return of democracy as a part of the National Democratic Coalition movement. Although he was forced into exile in 1994, Tinubu returned after Abacha's 1998 death triggered the beginning of a transition to the Fourth Republic. In the first post-transition Lagos State gubernatorial election, Bola Tinubu won by a wide margin as a member of the Alliance for Democracy. 4 years later, he won re-election to a second term over the PDP's Funsho Williams by a reduced margin. Tinubu's 2 terms were marked by attempts of modernizing the city of Lagos and his feuds with the PDP-controlled federal government. After leaving office in 2007, he since played a key role in the formation of the All Progressives Congress in 2013. Tinubu's career has been plagued by accusations of corruption and questions about the veracity of his personal history. Bola Tinubu attended St. John's Primary School in Lagos and Children's Home School in Ibadan. Tinubu then went to the United States in 1975, where he studied first at Richard Lee, Chicago, then Chicago State University. He graduated in 1979 with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. Disputes over Tinubu's age, education qualifications, and names have emerged throughout his political career due to conflicting documents and statements from Tinubu himself. Documents submitted ahead of running for governor in 1999 falsely stated that Tinubu attended Government College, Ibadan, for secondary school and Chicago State University. Records had his birth year as 1954, not 1952. In response, Tinubu claimed that a former senator accidentally falsified the 1999 submission and the university had simply made an error. The controversy was reignited in 2022 when documentation submitted by Tinubu to INEC for the presidential election was released, revealing that he did not state the primary or secondary school he attended, in contradiction with previous sworn forms and public statements. Bola Tinubu worked for the American companies Arthur Andersen, Deloitte, and GTE Services Corporation. After returning to Nigeria in 1983, he joined Mobile Oil Nigeria and later became a company executive. During his time in the United States, Tinubu was noted for his suspiciously high income before being investigated by federal authorities. Eventually, his assets were frozen in 1993 as a result of a court case asserting that the American government had probable cause to believe that Tinubu's American bank accounts held the proceeds of heroin dealing. He settled with the government and forfeited about $460,000 later that year. Tinubu's political career began in 1992 when he joined the Social Democratic Party, where he was a member of the People's Front faction. He was elected to the Senate, representing the state of Lagos West constituency in the short-lived Nigerian Third Republic. After the result of the 1993 presidential elections were annulled, Tinubu became a founding member of the pro-democracy National Democratic Coalition, a group which mobilized support for the restoration of democracy and recognition of Moshood Abiola as winner of the 12th June election. Following the seizure of power as military head of state of General Sani Abacha, he went into exile in 1994 and returned to the country in 1998 after the death of the military dictator, which ushered the transition to the Fourth Nigerian Republic. In the run-up to the 1999 elections, Bola Tinubu was a protege of Alliance for Democracy leaders Abraham Adesanya and Ayo Adebanjo. He went on to win the AD primaries for the Lagos State governorship elections. In January 1999, he stood for the position of governor of Lagos State with the AD ticket and was elected governor. After he assumed office in May 1999, Tinubu provided multiple housing units in the Lagos for the poor. During the 8-year period of being in office, he made large investments in education in the state and also reduced the number of schools in the state by returning many schools to the already settled former owners. Bola Tinubu, then alongside with a new deputy governor Femi Pedro, won re-election into office as governor in April 2003. All other states in the southwest fell to the People's Democratic Party in those elections. He was involved in a struggle with the Olusegun Obasanjo-controlled federal government over whether Lagos State had the right to create new local council development areas to meet the needs of its large population. The controversy led to the federal government seizing funds meant for local councils in the state. During the latter part of his term in office, he was engaged in continuous clashes with PDP powers. Relations between Tinubu and his deputy governor, Femi Pedro, became increasingly tense after Pedro declared his intention to run for the gubernatorial elections. Pedro competed to become the AC candidate for the governor in the 2007 elections, but withdrew his name in the eve of the party nominations. He defected to the Labour Party while still keeping his position as deputy governor. Tinubu's tenure as Lagos governor ended on 29 May 2007 when his successor Babatunde Fashola of the Action Congress took office. In 2006, Tinubu attempted to persuade the then Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, to become the head of his party, the Action Congress. Abubakar was a member of the People's Democratic Party who had recently fallen out with the president, Olusegun Obasanjo, over Abubakar's ambition to succeed Obasanjo as president. Tinubu offered Abubakar the chance to switch parties and join AC, offering him his party's presidential candidacy with the condition that he, Tinubu, would be Atiku Abubakar's running mate. Atiku declined the proposition and having switched to AC. Although Atiku ran for office on Tinubu's platform in the election, the PDP still won in a landslide. In 2009, following the landslide victory of the People's Democratic Party in April 2007 elections, Tinubu became involved in negotiations to bring together the fragmented opposition parties into a mega party capable of challenging the then ruling PDP. In February 2013, Tinubu was among several politicians who created a mega opposition party with the merger of Nigeria's three biggest opposition parties, the Action Congress of Nigeria, the Congress of Progressive Change (CPC), and All Nigeria's People's Party (ANPP). In 2014, Tinubu supported former military head of state General Muhammadu Buhari, leader of the CPC faction of the APC, who commanded widespread following in the northern Nigeria and had previously contested in the 2003, 2007 and 2011 presidential elections as a CPC candidate. Tinubu initially wanted to become Buhari's vice presidential candidate but later conceded. In 2015, Buhari rode the APC to victory, ending the 16-year rule of the PDP and marking the first time an incumbent Nigerian president lost to an opposition candidate. Tinubu has gone to play an important role in the Buhari administration, supporting government policies and holding on to the internal party reins in lieu of his long-held rumored presidential aspiration. In 2019, he supported Buhari's re-election campaign, defeating the PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar. In 2020, following an internal party crisis which led to the removal of Tinubu ally and party chairman Adams Oshiomhole. It is believed that the move was to scuttle Tinubu's presidential prospects ahead of 2023. On 10th July 2022, Bola Tinubu made his formal announcement of candidacy for president. On 8th June 2022, Tinubu won the party convention vote of the ruling APC. On 1st March 2023, INEC declared Tinubu winner of the 2023 presidential election. He was declared president-elect after he polled 8,794,726 votes to defeat his opponents. His runner-up Atiku Abubakar of the opposition People's Democratic Party polled 6,984,520 votes. Labour's party Peter Obi came in third. Bola Tinubu has faced several controversies. In April 2007, after the general election, but before the governor-elect had taken office, the federal government brought Tinubu before the Code of Conduct Bureau for trial of alleged illegal operation of 16 separate foreign accounts. Another controversy was in January 2009, where the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission cleared Tinubu and governors James Ibori of Delta State and Obong Victor of charges of conspiracy, money laundering, abuse of office, and official corruption in relation to the sale of V-Mobile Network shares in 2004. In 2009, there are reports that a plot had been identified to kill Tinubu. The Alliance for Democracy called on the Inspector General of Police to conduct thorough investigations. In September 2009, there were reports that the British Metropolitan Police were investigating a transaction in which the Lagos state government made an investment in Econet, now Airtel, Tinubu said the transaction was straightforward and profitable to the state, with no intermediaries involved. The federal government rejected a request by Britain to release evidence needed for further investigation and prosecution of the 3 Nigerian ex-governors in a London court. Tinubu has been widely perceived as the godfather of Lagos. His role in pulling the strings in the mega-city state was exposed in a 2015 documentary film highlighting Tinubu's political and financial grip in the city-state. Tinubu filed a 150 billion naira libel suit against the producers. He has attempted to strong-arm the political process, including in December 2009, when it was reported that Fashola and Tinubu had fallen out over the issue of Fashola's re-election as governor of Lagos in 2011, with Tinubu preferring the Commissioner for Environment. Bola Tinubu is a Muslim. He is married to Oluremi Tinubu. And that's his short bio of Bola Tinubu and his journey to election in office in Nigeria. Thanks for watching African Edge.